Hello, and welcome to our final episode of Wildly Aligned 5 Ways Yoga Transformed My Life series here on the Magic Mindfulness podcast. I am Rachel Hupp, and today we are diving deep into how yoga can lead to genuine fulfillment and satisfaction in daily life. So, if you are a woman in midlife and beyond who has achieved success on paper, but you still feel like there is this undefined something missing from your life, then, my friend, this episode is for you. We are going to explore how yoga can be so much more than just a physical practice. Yoga actually offers us a pathway to a life of purpose, joy, and deep fulfillment. So let's start out by painting a picture of where I was before fully embracing yoga as a lifestyle. And when I talk about yoga as a lifestyle, I'm talking about the only way that I know how to live it as a busy woman juggling all the things in the Western world. So that's how I apply yoga to my day-to-day life. And that's what I'm sharing with you. And so on the surface, I had followed this expected path, what I thought was expected of me. I got my college degree. I got a really good job. I bought myself a house. But underneath this image of success, I felt deeply dissatisfied at my core, right? And at the time, I didn't realize it, but this lack of fulfillment was truly affecting me in every part of my life. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin, and my self-talk was brutally negative. I would wake up most mornings dreading the day ahead, just wondering how on earth I was ever going to make it through. So, the most maddening part, I think, was that I had done everything right according to societal standards, but I felt utterly unfulfilled at my heart, in my core. I was successful on paper, sure, but I was miserable in reality. And so, this disconnect between my outer achievements and my inner unhappiness led me to feeling confused, trapped, and stuck. And I found myself questioning, is this all there is to life? Why do I feel so empty, even though I have all these things that I'm supposed to want? How can I feel so disconnected from myself and those around me? Will I ever feel like I am enough? And so as I was about to discover, yoga had so much more to offer than just a physical workout. So, my journey towards fulfillment through yoga was not intentional. It certainly was not a sudden transformation. It was more of a gradual evolution, a slow but steady shift in how I approach life, both on and off the mat. I started with small changes. I began picking up on themes that my yoga teachers shared in class and trying to incorporate them into my daily life. So, for example, the concept of ahimsa or non harming. I was eating a vegan diet. I've been vegan or vegetarian since I was 11. So, that really resonated with me, this concept of non harming, of compassion. But it made me more aware of my negative self talk, how I was treating myself. And so, with this awareness, I was able to consciously reframe my thoughts, being kinder to myself. And I don't know, I feel like when we're kinder to ourselves, it ripples out into the world around us, right? Now, the practice of yoga offered me a path to fulfillment by helping me to develop a deeper sense of self awareness. Through consistent practice, I was able to develop a stronger connection with myself. Yoga teaches us about unity, right? So it's not just the mind, body, spirit connection, but it's also recognizing our connection, our union with ourselves and everything around us. And so this awareness helped me to tune in to my true nature and my personal desires. I learned to slow down, to be present with what I was doing. Living in the moment, it's challenging, but it does become easier with practice. And then breath work, pranayama, helped me to feel grounded, to calm and soothe my nervous system when needed, especially when I was super stressed out. And then adding seated meditation to my practice allowed me to connect more deeply with my higher self, to slow down, to tune in, check in, and cultivate a sense of deep inner peace. So, as I connected more deeply with myself and my own desires, I realized that I wanted something different from my life. So, slowly, I began aligning my choices more closely with my personal core values. Yoga taught me the importance of self care. Yoga taught me the importance of balance. I learned to set healthy boundaries. I learned to prioritize my time, which was crucial in addressing my tendency to overextend myself. I was a yes person for sure. So I think a really significant turning point came when I actually started my yoga teacher training back in 2015, because this really deepened my understanding of yoga as a lifestyle, not just a physical practice. So each training, yes, it pushed me out of my comfort zone, but it helped me to build confidence that spilled over into other areas of my life. And so, this integration of what I learned on the mat and integrating that into my off the mat life really began to just evolve naturally. So, as I built a deeper awareness in body, mind, and spirit, I began to recognize the unique gifts and the unique challenges of each stage of my life, right? So, yoga guided me towards greater fulfillment by helping me to release what wasn't serving me. I talk about this a lot on the mat in my classes because I've been through it. It's helped me so much. We can release what isn't serving us, negative self talk, unrealistic expectations, outdated beliefs, to create more space to find joy in the present moment. Now, it's important to note that my journey is ongoing. Old habits, old behaviors, they don't just transform overnight, right? It takes consistent effort, it takes dedication, and it does take a certain degree of mindful discipline. The focus is always on progress, not perfection. So, what does my life look like now after this transformation? I would say the transformation is ongoing. I continue to be surprised and delighted by how yoga changes my life. But I have to say that this transformation has been nothing short of magical. Most days, my friend, I wake up feeling excited for what's ahead of me. There's this deep sense of satisfaction and genuine happiness that permeates my life inside and out. It is so incredible that sometimes I feel like I really have to pinch myself to make sure that it is real. Now, my connection with myself has deepened beyond what I ever thought possible. I love myself. I've talked about this. I trust myself. I take good care of myself. I have learned to let myself shine in my own unique way, secure in who I am. My relationships have become more authentic, more meaningful. I'm able to be more open. I can voice my opinions. I can share my truths. And yoga has gifted me that. It's given me this confidence to meet myself where I'm at and to share that self with the world from a place of loving kindness, acceptance, and just knowing that I'm enough. And so, over the years, I have developed this toolkit of practices to help me to manage stress, to help me to handle life's challenges. Because, yes, my life is magical, but that doesn't mean it's always easy. When difficult situations arise, I've learned to go with the flow, practice acceptance, practice patience, and to allow myself to sit with discomfort when necessary. And, more importantly, I have cultivated this deep sense of inner peace that stays with me most of the time. So I can tap into that deep well as needed. Now, I'm still busy. Life is busy. Despite still being busy, I now create space for what is important to me. So I make room for my daily meditation. I create space for my personal yoga practice, even if it's just a few moments. I prioritize my workouts, my self care, time with my loved ones, and pursuing my passions. I trust myself to follow my heart, even when it's scary. So I have to say that my overall outlook on life has shifted dramatically through applying the philosophy of yoga more to my daily life, both on and off the mat. Even when life is challenging, I can find things to be grateful for. I feel amazing. My life feels amazing, and I am genuinely excited for what the future holds. So, this journey has shown me that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements, but from living authentically, from nurturing meaningful relationships, including the one with ourselves, and maintaining a balance between pursuing our passions and taking care of our well being. And also, attending to our obligations, right? Because we are all multifaceted beings and we've got a lot going on. For me, yoga has been the thread weaving all of these elements together, creating this tapestry of life that is rich, satisfying, and truly fulfilling. So I have to say, looking back on this journey, this transformation has been so profound. And again, I didn't set out with intention to use yoga to transform my life, but as I've deepened my practice, It's just been a natural evolution. I went from feeling unfulfilled, stressed, and disconnected from myself to living a life that feels magical and deeply satisfying. You'll notice the name Magic in the Magic Mindfulness podcast. And there's a reason for that. It's because that's how my life feels because of these concepts of mindfulness that I've learned through the practice of yoga. Yoga has been the catalyst for this change. So it's taught me to slow down, to connect with myself, and to find joy in the present moment. So, again, this is part 5 of our 5-part series, How Yoga Has Transformed My Life. So, we've talked about the power of slowing down and being present, my self-awareness and emotional intelligence. I've enhanced both of those. Yoga has helped me to build resilience, helping me to navigate life's challenges with grace and acceptance. It's helped me to cultivate genuine self-worth and self-love. And it's led me to a deep sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in daily life. So if you're interested in diving deeper into any of those topics, feel free to check out previous episodes in this series if you haven't already. And I will say that, the concepts in yoga, they're simple, but as Suzanne McHale-Perrine mentioned in our podcast episode together, simple isn't always easy, right? My path hasn't always been easy. It has required consistent effort, it's required patience, and it has required a willingness to step out of my comfort zone. But I have to say the results have been worth every challenging moment. And most importantly, I have discovered a sense of fulfillment that literally permeates every aspect of my life. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds amazing, but is it really possible for me? And I'm here to tell you, yes, absolutely. The beautiful thing about yoga is that it meets you exactly where you are right now. You don't have to be flexible. You don't have to be calm. You don't have to have your life all figured out to start. Heck, I don't have my life all figured out right now. All you need is a willingness to show up for yourself. So, if you are ready to start your own journey towards a more fulfilling life, I would love to invite you to join my Wildly Aligned Women program. So, this is an 8-week transformation program. It's designed specifically for women who are feeling stuck or stressed or disconnected, or just want to deepen your connection to your yoga practice off the mat. And if you are ready to create positive change in your life. So, in this program, we are going to explore yoga philosophy in a very grounded and down to earth way. We are approaching it again in the only way that I know how, as a busy woman in the modern Western world. You'll learn practical tools to manage stress, to cultivate self-love, and to create a life that truly resonates with your authentic self, with your core values. So we're going to meet 4 times over the course of 8 weeks from August 29th through October 17th, 2024. And the reason for that slow pace, one, is the first thing I shared in episode 1 of this series was this practice of slowing down, right? I want to give you time to integrate what you learn into your daily life. And I know that you're busy, so not everybody is going to be able to join us live. So that gives you time to watch the replay without feeling stressed or rushed, right? And so whether you are new to yoga or you've been practicing for years, the intention behind this program is that it will help you to deepen your connection with yourself and to create lasting positive change in your life. You will be part of a supportive community of like-minded women, all on a journey to become more aligned with their true selves. So this is the first round of this program, and I'm super, super excited for it. So I'm making it very accessible at just $111. So that's just about 3 or 4 times less than what I normally charge for a program like this. But again, I don't know. I trust myself, trust my gut, and I felt called to offer this at a very accessible price. I can't guarantee I'll offer it at this price again. So if you are feeling drawn to this work, now is the perfect time to join us. So my invitation to you, my friend, is to not miss out on this opportunity to transform your life and discover the deep fulfillment that is possible when you live in alignment with your authentic self. Spaces are limited because I do want to provide a very high touch, personalized program. And so I invite you to head to the link in the show notes to learn more and to secure your spot now in the Wildly Aligned Women program. Remember, my friend, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your step towards a more fulfilling, aligned life starts right now. I can't wait to see you there and be part of your transformation journey.